Alright. So, we've reached the end. And many more. Alright, 2 dots. 2 dots between the lilies. I took the title from a creepypasta that has nothing to do with the song. I just liked the name of it, and it inspired the lyrics that came after it. But it's essentially a play on words. I fall for you, my dear, and then it became a song about these 2 deers, just based off of that lyric. And then the 2 dots between the lilies is, a hunter gonna shoot those deers or something like that, that whole thing. But we're not getting into the lyrics. We're going more for the guitar riff thing. I came up with that at church as well, and I just came up with it because of a triad, this little formation, and I remember writing it on a piece of paper. It's kind of like a right angle or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I just remember playing with that, and we figured out it was D-A-G, and from there it really doesn't change. The rundown part. The rundown part's where it does change, where it does add other notes like F, G, some sharp, and then it goes back to D again. Mm-hmm. But and that's the first one where I actually came up with a solo for the track, and I remember trying to come up with it, and it was hard because, like I said, I'm not the most lead guitar type of guy, but this is I'm starting to get there. I'm starting to become more of that. But I just remember doing 2 dots. And the way I got my ideas for it, the only idea I had was this one thing where it's like, I always had that. I always had that little idea. And I remember, I remember recording 3 takes of a solo for the demo version and putting them together. And if you hear it, it's pretty bad, but there's some good parts to it. And I took the good parts of that, and then just kind of one Sunday afternoon, I just kept trying to figure something out, and then came up with that solo. And then during the recording process, that's when we used another pedal for the first time, which was the delay pedal. We used the chorus, delay, and the phaser pedal as well, both MXR, and then I don't know what the delay is. What's the delay? Is it a Boss?
It's also a Boss, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Boss delay pedal, and it sounds really cool. I really like how it came out, and it just kind of was really melodic. And then he has 2 solos on there that are very country based, kind of sound very bluesy. But yeah, he had some struggles with that. But I thought it's the first song we've ever done where it's this is totally I don't know what you would describe it as. It's an indie rock. Is it just, I don't know what genre.
Yeah.
I just know it's a ballad type of thing, but it's not a ballad like a proper rock ballad where at the end, the chorus of See You Soon is dun, 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 there's distortion. This is the first song that we have where there's no distortion.
Right.
Well, aside from Beacon, but the difference is Beacon has more of an aggression to it. There's more of an attack.
It's definitely more upbeat, yeah.
It's
more attack to it.
More attack. So this is our second song with no distortion, but yeah, it's the only one that legit. I don't know if we'll play it in the set list if we go to a
so
indie.
Long.
Yeah, it's a 9-minute song too, so it's a really long song. But
it'll definitely have to be played though. It's
we can start it.
It's such a song that it could be underrated because of obviously doesn't fit with anything that we have.
No.
But it's such a fun song, just the way that it starts and the different elements that we use. I use all the cymbals that I have, and right here I have 4 cymbals here. Right? On the other kit, I think I have 5. And also we have the chimes on the side, right? That's what they're called, chimes.
That's the first time we've ever used chimes on a record.
Yeah, we have chimes on this song. We have all the cymbals are being played. We use the toms as well. I think this is probably the first song that we didn't use double bass at all, double pedals at all, and it starts off very, very slow, quietly, and then it just continues throughout that. I think it does build up, right? I don't remember correctly
A
the
little
entire
bit,
song.
like it like slows
Yeah.
down and goes back, and then slows down, goes back.
Yeah, and it does. We really wanted to have a song that had a roller coaster type, that it would start either slow or high and end that same way. And this is the first song that we have like that we started very slow. It goes up, it has this climb, it has a climax, and then it comes down, and then it ends very quietly. And this is the first song that we were able to achieve that on. And I think when we get to the lyrics part, even the lyrics, it just goes so well, and it just came out of pretty much nothing, because I don't think we had no idea of making a song about what it is and just all that story. It just came out how it was.
Yeah. Shout out to Connor for introducing me to John Mayer. So I kind of grew from that type of thing. I was just kind of like thinking like, oh, you know, I just remember like hearing those first two records. I think it's called Room for Squares and what's the other, Heavier Things? Yeah. And I just remember hearing those two records, and like I really liked like the singing style and like the chords that he was using and stuff like that. But I just remember for the melodies and stuff, I was kind of thinking more like that, you know, like Love Song for No One or like Now Your Body is a Wonderland. That's a cheesy ass song, but it's fun. But yeah, so for that one, that's kind of where like the lyrics kind of were inspired by when it comes to that. But it sounds really cool. And then how'd you come up with those two solos?
The first one, I was mainly inspired by the second half of Orion off Master of Puppets. That's the solo before Cliff's bass solo. The way they played over like something so simple. I was a big fan of that, because I mean, if you can add to the song, like that's really good. Like just add, like if you add your own flair to it also, I think that's pretty cool. So for the first solo, I was mainly inspired by that. For the second solo, again, I don't remember too much coming up with it. It's probably my favorite. I don't want to say it's my favorite solo off this album, but it's definitely up there. The second solo for this song, at least. But it's a fun song. I mean, despite how long it is, it's not boring to play, surprisingly, because it's one of those one riff songs, but it's not boring at all to play. It's very interesting, and kind of like to what Bryan was saying previously, like it just goes to show how diverse we can get with different types of music, that we don't just stick to one thing. We can pretty much explore and like open up to other stuff. I really like playing this song. It's fun. It's just really long, and depending on set times we get, that's gonna cover like half of it or like a long time.
I think of this song as like an intro. Like start with this one, just depending on the place. I think for the Haven that'd be pretty cool to just start with that, and then kind of progress to it. But what do you call it? For this one, yeah, that's what I like about this ending song is that, yeah, all the songs that we just talked about, there's like punk, there's alternative rock, there's hard rock, there's metal influence, there's there's world music type of influence, but obviously we stick to 4/4 because we're Americans and that's usually what we play is 4/4. But yeah, and then this ballady type song, but I guess you can call it soft rock. Maybe that's what the term is.
It could be, yeah.
A soft rock type song, you know. So this one's like, you know, be like, bitch, this for you, you know. I love you, bitch. I won't never stop loving you, bitch. Oh my god. So it's more of that type of vibe with this one. And yeah, so for all the song structure stuff, that's the end.
Pretty much.
All right.
Shout out Lil B.
Shout out Lil B. Thank you, Bass God. It's the only person I pray to. So this has been T.C.I.I.E. and we have broken down all of the songs on the up-and-coming debut album, how we came up with the songs and stuff like that, and then next we'll probably tackle the lyrics. Peace out.
7:30, dude.